Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today at CodyCrafted, we are going to take you on the journey of installing a beautiful Holley Sniper system on this gorgeous Monza Red 1970 350 powered, 350 trans Chevrolet Corvette. Stick along and let's get this beautiful beast mounted on this beautiful beast.
Click that like button and subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like more content, follow social media at CodyCrafted on Instagram.
So we're back on the Corvette. We've got our tank sink tank all set up. Clint and I got this plumbed. We got our -6 feed line, our 3/8 return line, and our vent hose. You can see, I don't know if you guys can see, barely see down in there. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit of fuel in this thing and test this fuel pump to make sure that it works before we stick it in the car, so we don't turn around and take it back out just in case. You know, better safe than sorry. So I got this fuel flow, what's it called? Flow and Go Fuel Max. Flow and Go Fuel Max, 14-gallon gas tank. I find that, especially doing these like LRA tanks and stuff, it's nice to have the ability to get a fair bit of fuel. Plus we got to mow and weed eat and do all that jazz around here, so I like to go get enough gas to do a couple of mowings if I can, but mostly it's when we got to drain tanks and whatnot. I've got another little transfer pump set up that we use. It's like a little carbureted click-clack pump for like a tractor or something. And oh, you got it right there? There you go. Yeah, Clint's got it right here. Come show the people, Clintus. So we got this little guy. We'll throw some fuel hose on it and use it to transfer fuel if we got to move a lot. So it's slow, but it works, and it's slow enough to be safe. Yeah, and just drop the hose down in the filler neck and let it run for, I don't know, was it 15-20 minutes, and it pumped everything out. Yeah, that was like a little $25 or $30 pump from auto parts store. All right, that's probably good. We got about a ½ inch fuel on the bottom of it. All right, bud. Let's see if she'll pick up. I hear it running. There we go. We got gas-a-haul.
What?
Perfect. All right, Alright, so funny observation here. See, we got this hose hanging right here. It goes to the vent line. Like that. But look. See the vapor? That's the vapor just coming out of the fuel tank. Just from that little bit of gas in there. Anyways, I thought it was silly. Alright, I gotta run go get us some hose clamps and some adapter thingies. Clint's gonna start sticking this thing back in. The Bronco, we fixed the squeak. Come to find out it was the fan clutch. So check out the Bronco video for wrap up on that. I'm gonna go test drive it to the parts store, and then we'll be back and finish plumbing and wiring this Sniper. Alright guys, how's your hair? I think you're alright.
I feel pretty, oh so pretty.
Alright, so Clint and I are all set up. Everything's all prepped and pretty and pre-terminated. We had to take this little guy and check him up in our little lathe and turn it down to make our adapter from 5/16 to quarter. And everything is awesome. Let's get this thing put in. Garrett, what you working on, Bubba?
Taking out the old mechanical tack and putting in the good old electronic tack.
Why can we not use a mechanical tack anymore?
Because this thing got upgraded with fancy old EFI.
Alright, so what's that?
This is the tack. Before, you had a cable that would hook in the back. Spin the dial, and that's how you'd get your reading.
Okay.
Now,
What do we got in there now?
good old motherboard computer chip with some fancy wires coming out. So now it's all electronic.
Okay.
Coming off the EFI is a tack sending wire that will hook to the green,
Okay.
which will control it, and then it just runs off a constant battery for power. So we're going to do a little test out here. Look it up the power and see if she zeroes out.
Well, right now we're at 25 Hunskies. What
Yep.
happens when we put power to it? Zero.
Right to zero.
Right to zero.
Every time.
Every time.
Every time.
We ripped the guts out of this thing, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
Yeah. Yeah. There's like vacuum switches for the lights and Corvette things. And the reason we don't have cable anymore is because we replaced the distributor, and you can't even see it, but this is the cable drive right here. So that's coming out. We got our Holley system buried up in here, up under this cover. We got that Holley Sniper hiding up underneath that stock air cleaner, or stock style air cleaner. I really like the way that this is, all you can see is basically a feed, a return, and a coolant temp sensor. And then if you look over here, you got a regulator, but all in all, I mean, if you don't know what you're looking at, you just pop the hood and it just looks original. So, really cool. All right, so we have got our install pretty much complete on our Sniper system, and we are gonna plug it in and turn it on. Let me give you guys an overview. Of course, in-tank pump, we got a new tank. We've got everything all wired up and plumbed, and as you can tell, basically nothing visible inside. Most of our wiring is complete. We got a couple things that need to be cleaned up, and we got a new coil, should be here any minute on the UPS. We did have to add a coolant temp port right here because there's not ports in the intake, and the ones in the heads are already taken up by factory sensors. So Garrett and Clint got most of the wiring done while I was dealing with some other projects and running around with customers today. We got the, of course, throttle bodies all mounted up. Down inside here, mounted on the inner fender, you can see the connector. You can see the connector right here. This is the MSD box, and we got our new distributor, and we changed the boots out, and we're tapped into our AC kick, and all in all, everything looks really good. Like I say, just a little bit of tidy up left to do, but we are pretty much ready to test for leaks on our fuel system and make sure that our fuel pump comes on and that our Sniper fires up like it's supposed to. Clint, anything else that we need to worry about while we're at it?
Shouldn't have anything. Not firing it up, so.
Yeah, we're not gonna start it just yet. We also need to do our initial setup on our Sniper. So let's grab our screen, which is right here. And your lead is on your side if you want to plug that in. So we just plug in our screen. It only goes one way. I think you're upside down. There you go. Yep, goes one way. Okay. And then is there an SD card in that? In the side of it?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay, cool. All right. If you want to watch our fuel arrangement. Turn our key on. And do we have any lights on our screen?
Yep.
We got power.
Got the power.
All right, cool. All right, so we've gone down to our setup wizard. And we are Quadrajet Sniper. And so we go next. 8 cylinders. Engine displacement, 350, whoops, 350. And, oops. Save. Next, target idle speed, I would say, let's do 700 to start. Stock mild cam, yes. Holley Hyperspark distributor. Wide open throttle ignition timing. Let's go with 32 degrees. Whoops. 32 degrees. Next. So we're uploading. Oh, just turn the fuel pump on. Cycle the ignition to complete the operation. Okay. Off, and I hear fuel. I hear clicking. How much pressure we got there?
It was up to 20. It's dropping now.
Okay, so we'll need to set that. Do you see any leaks?
Yes.
Yes, where at?
Looks like the fuel filter.
Fuel filter. Okay. Oh yeah. Might help if it was tight at all.
Might check the other side just
Oh yeah.
because
Yeah.
it's not leaking, but you never know.
Well, it is a little bit moist.
A little damp.
A little dampish. Mildly moist, as Clarkson would say.
I think we're all in agreement that was mildly moist.
Anyways, you can see that is super handy. They make these in like a 6-inch and an 8-inch version. These are real nice. Okay, so now we got that part checked out. And let's drop her back down. There it is, that's the spot. Okay. How many PSIs are you thinking?
20.
20, all right, yeah, we're gonna crank that up. That's not gonna work.
That didn't work.
We're at about 40.
Okay, I think we need to go to 58, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. All right, here we go. Let's give her a try. Okay.
Can't beat that.
How about them apples? All right. Folks, you saw it here. That is a legit first crank, immediate fire up. Holley Sniper takes, I don't know, what would you say, 12, 15 hours to plumb and wire everything? The right way. Plumb and wire the right way. Plus, we swapped out the fuel tank and changed the distributor, and we had to mount in a Corvette, which, even though it's old, there ain't much room in here. When we start putting other stuff in, there ain't a whole lot of room. So, we're gonna do some final tidy up, and then we will cut back to you guys. All right, so as you guys can see, we did a little change from our last update. We moved our return line from this fitting to this rear fitting because our air cleaner has a port here for the PCV port. You got it? You got it? Look at here. It's got this dingus. This dingus is in the way. And so now it fits. Anyway, so we got that done. We didn't have to remake the line. This is running over the exhaust manifold, but you've got like 2.5 inches of clearance there, and it's on the return side, so I'm not necessarily worried about it. We'll laser gun it or feel it later and make sure it's okay, but this is good AN line. Regulator set up down here, same place. Our exhaust is done. Well, you can't even see those mufflers unless you get all the way down here. Tucked in nice and purty, and we're about to go for a test drive. So we're gonna get this air cleaner mounted and brum. All right, guys, if you like what we do here, please consider supporting us on Patreon. We've got exclusive content coming for that. And if there is anything I can do for you, whether it be parts or fabrication or full installs or full builds, please feel free to reach out. Shoot me an email, Cody@CodyCrafted.com. Check out the website. Check us out on Instagram. Check us out on Facebook. Like, share, subscribe. Smash the bell.